Welcome to NonnasHere. Today I am joining the craft collaboration of talented creators Spring and Easter. Our hosts are DIY with Aurea and Lolly D's Creations. Now I have the links to their channels down below in the description box. I'll also have the playlist of all the other creators who are joining in today. You'll want to be sure and check out their videos of all the creations that they are making. Be sure and give them a thumbs up like to show your appreciation for all their hard work. Remember, it's free to subscribe to any of their channels, and of course I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel, NonnasHere. Also, making a comment on each of their videos is really important to their channel and to mine. So I hope at the end of my video, you'll be sure and comment and tell me which one of my projects is your favorite. So, we're all making projects having to do with spring and Easter. Be sure and check out Aurea's and Lolly D's videos and the videos on the playlist. Give them a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to, and comment. All right, let's get on to my first project. On to project number 1. I have these 2 cutout bunnies that I got from Temu, 2 carrot picks that I got from Dollar Tree, some speckled eggs that I had in my stash, 2 bunny cottontails, a bucket that I got a long time ago from Dollar Tree, this little Happy Easter cutout that I got from Temu, and some great metallic colored pens that I also got from Temu. So, in different colors. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I have some pretty flowers too. Some spring flowers in all different pastel pinks and a yellow and a lavender that I'm going to use. And there I've painted that Happy Easter sign with a little bunny and a little gnome using my metallic pens. Love those metallic pens. So much easier to use than paints. So now I'm going to paint using that acrylic paint both sides of those bunnies. I also have this scrap paper that I got at Michael's when those big tablets were on sale for $4.99. So I'm going to use 2 of those pages. Going to trace around the bunnies and I'm going to cut them out. And then I'm going to Mod Podge them on. But you can see that I made the cutouts larger than the actual bunnies. That's so when I Mod Podge them on, I can get them on so that they cover the entire bunny. So I'm going to Mod Podge from the top down, being sure that I cover the painted bunnies. Now, why did I paint them? Because I think the Mod Podge sticks better to a painted surface than a raw wood surface. So I'm just Mod Podging a section at a time and using my fingers to spread the paper out, getting it nice and smooth without any bubbles. This paper is great. It's real heavy, and it's a scrapbooking paper. It's just a really nice quality paper. So I'm going to Mod Podge each bunny with a different colored scrap paper. That one's lavender, and the other one's pink. So I'm doing that. Now I'm going to put some of that paper over it, and I'm going to iron over it and make sure I don't have any bubbles and that paper is really, really attached well onto my bunny. There we go. Now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to show you how much paper I've overlapped, and I'm going to use my small sharp scissors and go around and cut the paper as closely to the wooden bunny as I can get, so that it's trimmed as closely to the bunny as I can get it. But by making it a little bit larger, I'm sure that I get the paper covering the wooden bunny completely. All right, so I've got it pretty closely now. Still have a little bit of an overlap there. So I'm going to take my finger sander and I'm going to sand it down so that it's all sand it off nice and evenly so I have a nice smooth finish to it. And I'm doing that to both bunnies. Now the one I'm working on right there, I had covered with the pink paper, and you can see laying on the table there is the lavender one. There's the lavender one. So I've got it all nice and smooth on there. It's painted on both sides, but you can see that the edges are really nice and smooth. So I'm real happy. So the bunnies are done. So now I'm going to take my bucket, and I've put styrofoam blocks down there, and I've got a lot of greenery. So I'm going to start sticking that greenery in. Now here's a tip. I should have put the bunnies in first before I started filling my metal bucket, my aluminum bucket with the greenery and flowers. It would have been much easier if I had put the bunnies in first, but I didn't. So now I'm filling the basket, the metal basket, with the greenery and the flowers until it's all filled up, and I think it looks real pretty. So I'm just filling it up until I'm happy with it. And now I'm happy with it. So it's time to put in my bunnies. But I'm always going to make a mistake. Oh, I got to put my carrots in. So I cut off the grass tops on the bunnies. And now I'm going to take some greenery ferns and make more realistic carrot tops. That's what you see me doing there. I'm going to glue in some more realistic carrot tops there. Those are picks. And so that's what I'm doing there. So I've stuck in my carrot sticks. Now see there? Okay, that was my mistake. I put the skewers on the back so that the bunnies would go in right side up. And then I went, nope, Nonna, you want the bunnies to go in upside down like they're digging into the basket. So I had to put more skewers on the back so that the pointed ends would be at the ears, not at the bottom. Also, you'll see I put bunny tails on each bunny on their back sides. So I got my bunnies in, I got my carrot sticks in, and now I have my Happy Easter sign in. Okay, we'll look more at the final reveal. On to project number 2. So I have this pool noodle, just a short size. I have some more of these flowers. I have some speckled eggs. I have more skewers. I have these clip-on sequin bunnies with the clips on the bottom. I have another Happy Easter sign, and I have more of my metallic pens. So that's what I'm starting this second project with. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue. I picked out the striped ribbon. I had several choices of ribbon, and I'm going to wrap that ribbon around the pool noodle. And you can do this for any season. You can use greenery to wrap around the pool noodle. You can use ribbon, or if you're into farmhouse, you could use burlap, anything to cover the pool noodle. I did one at Christmas and I used greenery. But for Easter, I'm going to use this real pretty striped Easter ribbon. So I've started it by using just some white glue and gluing it on the end. And now I'm just going to wrap it all around the pool noodle to cover it. All right. And this pool noodle was left over from my Christmas centerpiece. And it's probably, I'm going to guess it's maybe 12 to 16 inches long. It's not very long. I just wanted it for an end table. I'm not going to use it as a centerpiece. So I only have to worry about decorating one side of it. When you do a centerpiece, you want to decorate both sides of it so that you can see pretty things on both sides. But this is just for an end table, so it's just going to be decorated on one side. So I'm wrapping that ribbon around the pool noodle all the way around from end to end, as you can see there. And then I'm going to glue it down in the other end, which looks a little easier than it really was, but I got it done. And then I cut the end off, glued some more, and then you'll see I used a clip to hold the ribbon tightly. Now, see there's some creases there because I'm taking a straight ribbon and winding it around a round noodle. And that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that because that's going to be covered anyway. So when those kind of things happen, you don't worry about it. You just keep going because you're going to cover it anyway. So I'm going to trim it off. I'm going to glue it down, and then I'm going to clip it so it holds. All right, so there, see, I'm showing you there's little creases, but don't worry about those kind of things, okay? Nothing is perfect, and you just, art is an opportunity. Mistakes like that are just opportunities to enhance. So don't stop, you just keep going. All right, so now I've got the ribbon pretty much on. I'm really working it. There, I put the clip on to hold it, and that's fine. So now comes the fun part. I get to decorate it. So this ribbon is really, really thick. It's wired ribbon, and it's really thick. So I have to take my little sharp scissors to make holes in the ribbon to stick the flowers in. So I've cut my flowers down, and now I'm using my little sharp scissors to make holes in the ribbon to stick the flowers down in. There, I'm just trimming off one of the flowers, and I'm sticking the ribbons in here and there to make the decor piece. Okay, there. So now I've got the flowers in. So now I want to put the eggs in. Oh no, I'm going to put the bunnies in next. And they have clips on the bottom, so they're easy to clip on to the ribbon. Except that blue bunny. You'll see me working on that blue bunny. That blue bunny moved around, was put in more places. I just couldn't get it to fit in a single place. That blue bunny got moved around more places till I could finally get it where I wanted it to be. But I finally got him right where I wanted him to be. Okay, so I've got the bunnies on, I've got the flowers on. Now I've got, one more, the lavender bunny. The lavender bunny bit and the yellow bunny went on real easily, but I just couldn't get that blue bunny face in the way I wanted to and on the right place. But I finally got it. All right, so I got that done. Now I want to get the eggs on. Well, these speckled eggs have holes in them. They're hollow. So I just used skewers and put the skewer through the hole. Then I had to make a hole in the ribbon with my sharp little scissors, stick the skewer in, and put the egg on top. Now I don't show you this part, but I took wood glue and put wood glue down the skewer and in the hole of the hollow egg so that the egg didn't twirl around on the skewer. I did that later. I took the wood glue and glued the egg onto the bamboo skewer so it didn't move around. You'll see the wood glue later, and I did that when I realized the eggs were twirling around. So now I'm putting the eggs on, the speckled eggs on. I have a pink one and I have a lavender one. So now I have the eggs on, okay? And now I still have that little sign that I need to put on that I've colored in with my metallic pens. And there's the wood glue. Okay, now I have to put a skewer on the back of it using the wood glue so I can stick it into the sign, into the piece of decor. Gonna let that dry, and then using the wood glue, and I fix the eggs now. So let's look at the final reveal. And okay, this is the bucket with the flowers and the carrot sticks and the bunnies digging down into the bucket. and I thought that came out real cute when I finally decided which way I needed to put the bamboo sticks on the bunnies so that they were digging down instead of standing up. So that was project number 1. Came out really cute, I thought. And then project number 2 was the pool noodle with the flowers and the sequin bunnies and the eggs to lay on the entryway table. And I thought that one came out pretty too. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again soon at NonnasHere. Bye.